What's up, guys? Welcome back to Nowhere, where we like to talk about pop culture, past, present, and future. I am Will,
And I'm Eli.
and you know we've been watching every episode of House of the Dragon. This is season 2, episode 5. Last episode ended on a banger. I guess the biggest question for everyone is the king dead? Eli, do you have any
I
thoughts?
don't know. It's hard to say, man. I feel like we definitely saw Aemon pulling out his sword, but sheathing it once he knew that Kristen Cole was behind him. So I think there's a small possibility that he is still alive. However, I do not have much hope, given the state that we saw him in at the end of the last episode. I'm interested to see kind of how this progresses. You know, we've kind of been waiting this entire season until the last episode for everything to kind of pop off. And now that it has popped off, I'm curious to see if it's going to keep that same, level of action and plot progression, or if it's kind of going to slow down now and ramp back up in the future. Um, but I'm looking forward to it. I'm ready to get into this.
If the king is alive, he knows Aemon tried to kill him. That's the biggest thing.
Yes, he definitely knows Aemon tried to kill him. I, and for that point, I feel like he's not alive. I feel like he did die. Um, but again, we're just gonna have to see. Don't get me wrong, I like Damon. Yeah, he wasn't the best king, but he wasn't the worst king either. You know, um,
Aegon?
Aegon, yeah, Aegon. He
Okay,
wasn't the worst king, but he wasn't the best king.
absolutely.
Um,
All these A names,
all these A names, these fucking
these
Targaryens, man.
Targaryens, it's all one
Yeah,
letter. Yeah.
I'm looking forward to it. I hope he is alive. Honestly, I like his character. I think he kills it as Aegon. See,
We shall see. You ready to get it?
yes, sir.
As we say, let's get it.
Let's get it.
His wife is gone, man.
Dead.
You know how sad that has
Bye.
to be for him.
Bye.
And the dragon. Fucking sucks. I mean, she really could have left after the king died. Like,
Yeah, but she's just trying to make sure.
yeah, but still. Look at Rhaenyra. You think she
At
feels
least she took out. At least she took out Sunfire, though. I
right?
mean, for the most part, I know Aemon finished the job, but
You think she feels responsible though? Most definitely, right?
probably. But you have to fight fire with fire. You can't just let fire take over.
Absolutely.
Behold! The traitor dragon Maylis! Slain at Brook's Rest by your king,
So he's alive.
to Aegon!
He's alive, dude.
That doesn't mean he's alive though.
He's alive, bro. I didn't think he would die from that, to be honest. He might be fucked up and deformed, but he's alive.
We'll see, bro. We're gonna see. You're gonna be needing. You're gonna need the seed of the poppy or whatever.
Okay. Yeah, but you need a lot of that, bro, for the rest of his life.
Don't they realize we won the battle?
Strange victory. If it was one.
He's dead, bro.
Not dead.
He's in that coffin.
He's not dead. They would be announcing the death of the king, bro.
Behold! The traitor dragon Maylis!
I thought the dragons was gods.
Slain at Brook's Rest by your king!
it's just me.
Christian Cole don't understand that he's really doing some dumb shit and still got those people hanging in the courtyard.
Killed the heir, bro. The firstborn heir.
You know he's happy
Fucking
about that
Aemon
shit.
looked like a fucking menace,
And he's
dude.
got the blade too. What the fuck?
Aemon's character goes so hard, dude. He's alive.
Is he alive?
His grace remains with us.
Wow. Wow. Crazy.
Told you, dude.
Yeah, you're right. Ooh, ouch. Ouch. Oh, oh, that's
Oh
disgusting.
god, get him some seed of the poppy, please.
Get him some seed of the poppy right now. Oh, if he's not dead, you should just let him die. Put him out of his misery.
Afraid I cannot take.
That's enough.
Now, if you'll excuse me, Your Grace, these next hours.
He's gonna be a menace after this, dude.
This. Oh my god, bro. Oh!
Ah!
Oh!
No, that was rough. I don't want to see that.
Oh!
It was really rough.
Oh my god, bro, that's disgusting. And look at you, the guy who did it.
I don't think Aemon was counting on him to live, dude.
Marches about the Crown lands unchallenged. Duskendale and Rook's Rest are gone. We still have no ground army but the one we hope that Daemon will raise. He who has left us after some marital spat.
Do you take issue with me, Sir Alfred?
My loyalty to you is proven, my queen.
Your loyalty, perhaps. But your willingness to give me deference in a time of war.
I could never doubt your capability or your quickness of mind. It is merely that the gentler sex, heretofore, has not been much privy to the strategies of battle or their execution.
There has been peace in our lifetime. You've seen no more battles than I have.
Where are you going?
To Harrenhal. To treat with the Daemon. Rhaenys is fallen. He must affirm his loyalty to my mother and report his standing.
And you think you will tame him? When the Queen herself could not?
My mother gladly sends you away.
I
To
sense.
scout, to fight. Whilst I'm here being forced to play the coddled princeling, it's humiliating,
She
Baela.
only protects you.
I mean, I get where he's coming from though, because at the end of the day,
To act
you know what I'm saying? He wants to act. He don't want to just be sitting coddled and shit.
I can sit
But he's
still
still a
no
boy,
longer.
Will.
Nah. His younger brother
I must
dead.
act.
Yeah, but he's a fucking
The
bastard.
phrase.
No one
They
would
control the Cosmo
even
twins.
accept that.
Crickenstark's greybeards are marching.
Where's
You
his
seen
white
his
hair,
uncle?
dude?
His
These
uncle
men
got his
hold our
head
roots
chopped
into the
off.
heavens.
For
Where's his
We will
white
not have to
hair?
wait
Why
for
is he
them to
completely
recognize
white? His dad is supposed to be
I
black,
retreat
dude.
with the phrase to
Shut
steal
up.
it.
She will not like it.
Then don't tell her. Not until I'm away.
I don't want him as my Targaryen king, I'll tell you that much.
Shut up.
Bastard.
The hour is late, and my dragon is hungry. You have no choice but to submit. Our terms are simple, Lord Bracken. Renounce the false King Aegon as a usurper. Bend the knee to me. Or your house burns.
I would sooner be the Lord of Bones and Cinders than bend my knee before some heathen Blackwood cunt and his hired dragon.
The Brackens were a people hatched out of the deepest of the Seven Hells, Your Grace. It would be a kindness to oblige them and send them back whence they came.
Did your brother's head keep on its way back to you, Willem? I heard the maggots got to it.
That is quite the impression, Lord Bracken. But alas, not an answer.
We choose fire.
A dragon?
I would rather they had. They speak around me, not to me. Oh, they would make me queen, but they wish to keep me here, confined.
They betray their own smallness.
In truth, I cannot fault them. I am now the sovereign. I cannot do as I please. And war has ever been for men to make.
You are your father's chosen successor.
He did not prepare me to fight. If I had been a son, a sword thrust into my hand the moment I could walk. Instead, I was given my father's cup, taught the name of every lord and castle between Storm's End and the Twins, but not the difference between hilt and foible. And they know it. And Daemon as well.
Shall your evening meal be served here, Your Grace?
Not now.
Like, you think you come at the worst time.
That is absolutely the worst time.
Will you send to him?
For too long I have looked to him for strength. If I must be supplicant to my own husband, what does that make me? She did not always care for me, but for what she gave me in the end, I'm grateful.
I wished I had known her when she was young.
You are very like her in some ways. And with her gone, I must rely on you, I think.
Your Grace.
Would you give this to your grandsire?
Much of his body. He has many broken bones. I fear there are more injuries within. Injuries we cannot see.
We are grateful for your works, Grand Maester. Has he woken?
You better keep Aegon fucking alive, dude. I swear to God.
I must admit, I'm not sure he will ever wake. I have plied my crafts to their fullest extent. Our king's fate lies with the gods now.
A king cannot rule in his sleep. The realm will have noticed his absence. Let them hear of his great deeds at Rook's Rest. But now we must name a regent to take his place, until he recovers.
Aegon. I'm sorry, Aemon. Aemon.
Right strategy, Your Grace.
Aemon.
The regency will assure the people of the stability of the crown. Did you have a candidate in mind, Your Grace?
I myself served in this role for my husband. I am well prepared to do it again.
You played your part admirably in a time of peace, Your Grace, but circumstances have changed.
And here I had forgotten.
The king does not lack.
I told you Alicent was gonna try that shit, bro. I
It's
just
gonna
had
be
the
Aemon, bro.
feelings.
It's gonna be Aemon.
We'll see.
Agreed.
Aemond is young. And his lack of restraint has already cost us dearly.
It is experience that offers the surest path to security. Queen Alicent ably shouldered the duties of the realm when her husband's health failed him.
Experience is valuable, yes, but the Dowager Queen is a woman.
I am no stranger to rule or to sitting at this council. Aemond is a fearsome dragon rider. His skill is best employed in the field, but my experience is needed here, at this table.
No offense was meant, Your Grace, but at a time when we must show strength.
Lord Laris.
I agree, Your Grace. It must be Prince Aemond. What would it say if in response to Rhaenyra's crowning we raised up a woman of our own?
Aemond.
But the hand speaks with the king's voice, Sir Criston. What say you?
Aemond.
Aemond is the next in line.
Aemond. Told ya.
It must be him.
Ain't no fucking way, bro.
I told you, bro.
But I did say she was gonna try some shit like that, bro.
Didn't work out though. Aemond all day.
Now watch him go sit in the fucking chair. Oh my gosh, bro. Look at that. Look at that.
Yes, bro.
Wait. You think Rhaenyra will let such an affront go unchallenged? We should make for Templeton. My brother will have room.
You would have me turn beggar.
Are we not beggars already? Have you been paid for those machines you were forced to build?
The king has promised payment.
The king has lied. By all means, stay and wait for his empty promises, husband. With them you can feed the mouths of ghosts.
That poor dog, man.
Presumed you'd be here, seeing faithfully to the Prince Regent's commands.
Aemond is the next in line. It is the order of things.
You know what he is. What he has somehow become.
Shut up.
Has your loyalty faded, or does it flourish only at night?
You're a fucking menace to yourself.
I mean, it only makes sense that Aemond is next in line, so I'm not really... But I really figured she would try to get that spot, bro.
Yeah, but she doesn't deserve that shit.
Their armor melted.
She's literally the whole reason this shit is happening right now.
Absolutely.
They were on fire.
We have given the war to the dragons. The dragon rider should lead us.
And what of justice? Of temperance, or is strength now to be our only god? So you cast me aside.
Have I not spared you? What we must do now is terrible. Will you preside over it? Is it who you are, Alicent?
I did not ask to be spared. And I did not give you leave to speak my name.
They ain't gonna let them leave the city. That's fucked up. Why would you want Harrow Hall? That place is cursed.
You're born
The
to wield
biggest
a sword,
castle,
not
bro.
as much an axe, perhaps.
There are others who would sit idle and wait for their claims to be brought to them. That is not my way.
Splitting fire would justify what has followed you here.
Let it not be said that Daemon Targaryen failed to dirty his hands in this war.
Oh, let me see them. Sit. Sit. I hear strange things from Brackenland, from Stonehenge, and Lambswold, and Moray.
There's news then.
News? No. What I hear in the wind. Cries of anguish. Children being taken from their mothers, men coming home to find their doors unlatched, their wives carried away.
War is a terrible thing.
This is not war. These are crimes against the innocent that any upright man would repudiate.
Surely you haven't mistaken me for an upright man. The Brackens had their chance to do as I required. They will perhaps think better of their decision if their children's lives are staked on it.
Is that the kind of army you would raise? And who hate you? Who serve you under duress?
Well, once they agree to serve me, I'll treat them fairly. Set an example for the rest of the Riverlands to follow.
And once again, in the name of power, it's the weak and the women who must endure.
Queen Mira wishes to name you Hand.
Even the death of my wife does not content her. Has she not asked enough of my house?
It is a sign of her great esteem.
Or does she think the position will compensate me for my loss?
Pledge your peace to King's Landing, then. They will accept it most gleefully.
Rather, I would sail into the west and be lost.
You have done so before, at great cost to yourself and those who loved you. Rhaenys was not only your wife, not a thing to be taken from you. She was a Targaryen princess. The queen who never was, and she flew to Rook's Rest of her own will, in defense of her kin.
And she died.
She died as she would have wished to die, with honor, in Dragonfire, the way my mother chose, and the way I myself wish to meet my end. I grieve my grandmother who loved me, but I carry her on with me. I will see Rhaenyra ascend the Iron Throne as Rhaenys wished, as Rhaenys herself should have. You yourself may do as you see fit.
Granddaughter.
I would make you my heir.
I am blood and fire. Driftmark must pass to salt and sea.
We cannot challenge King's Landing without the Riverlands, but I will not send a message by Raven for Daemon to disregard. I ask you to reason with him. Find out his state of mind and his intentions.
Intentions?
Whether he means to raise a host for me or for himself.
He would not dare.
Have you known Daemon to lack in daring?
He would dare.
Go now with haste. I'll send good men to see to your safety.
Eli, you're all the way down in that chair.
I'm chilling, man.
Have you any message for him?
Tell him I would much like to finish our last conversation.
Your Grace.
How long is Daemon gonna be haunted for?
Your Grace.
What is it, Sir Simon? Is the pudding now served?
The River Lords have come, Your Grace. They wish an audience.
Now? What godless hour is it?
The wolf. They are demanding to speak presently.
What's gonna happen here?
See, I must begin here with a lesson in etiquette. Failing that, in proper fear of your Targaryen master. Is there some reason you feel free to wake a king in his bed? Or shall I now begin your education?
House Bracken have been brought to heel at the hands of Willem Blackwood.
That news is stale.
Yes. There have been complications.
The sacred septs on Bracken lands were looted and burned.
As were the fields and farms. The livestock was stolen, and our peasants put to the sword.
They pursued the women and the children. There were works of barbarity.
Punishing Bracken for his own treasons is one thing, aye. But these other acts...
The Brackens were given their chance. They would not see reason.
The Blackwoods have exploited the war for the crown to visit atrocities upon their
I have seen
old
my
rivals.
fair share of their quarrels, and I tell you there is no honor in a fight such as
Honor?
this.
What of common decency?
These beasts proudly carried the banner of House Targaryen. Red dragon on black.
Crazy that he's only like 16 here, dude.
Was it worth the price?
Yes.
And yet I must wait here. Always prudent. Sending others to fight and be felled in my name. Even you've managed to do your part.
You are the queen. The tie that binds us. No harm can come
And
to
you
you.
are my son, and I did not give you leave to go.
You do not give me leave to go to anything. But who else is there? Rhaenys is dead and Baelor cannot bear the burden alone.
When Aemond comes hunting for you, your dragon is young. Will you fly before Vhagar as Luke did?
Perhaps Daemon could...
Daemon is not here. And Aemond now rules in King's Landing.
Is Aegon dead?
Dead or alive, we have no answer for Vhagar. Aemond will not wait long to press his advantage, and then what? I have done all I can from here, sent my messages, invoked my alliances. But if all else fails, it is I who must fight. Vhagar is big, but Syrax is quicker.
So was Meleys.
Meleys fought 2 dragons and one of them is slain. Shall I fight for my birthright, or shall I wait here until we are all destroyed? Need dragons.
We have no dearth of dragons. We have 2 large enough to stand against Vhagar. They are called Vermithor and Silverwing. Then defeat.
It's a good idea.
Very good idea.
There are records here, surely, of our line, and of those who fell out of it.
There could be scores of them.
It's a mad sword.
A few moments later.
5, 4, 3, 2.
All right, guys. So we just watched episode 5, season 2. A couple thoughts, kind of what I alluded to in the beginning of this episode. Yes, I knew that Aegon was not dead. Called it. I knew that Aemond would take the place of the king. Called it. Very, very interesting episode. I think the biggest revelation of this episode is that they can kind of take, members of other houses that have kind of split off from the Targaryen name, but still maintain that Targaryen bloodline, can take control of the dragons. I think that's the most important, key aspect of this episode. So now they can have dragon riders that can contribute and help them in this war. Will, did you have any initial thoughts after watching this?
As always, man, for this show, the visuals are always amazing, man. One thing I really wanted to call out was like that bridge scene with Jace and the other house, him trying to get them along. Man, that was just
Beautiful visuals.
exactly beautiful visuals. I liked how this episode definitely took its time to really marinate Rhaenys' death. You know what I'm saying? It didn't this episode wasn't like completely harping on it, but it definitely took the time to like express how people were feeling about it, and I like how her death wasn't just a death, it's definitely further in the plot. You see how and I can't remember his name right now, but you see how he's being asked to be Hand of the Queen, and I like that. I think he'd make a good Hand of the Queen. Another thing that I wanted to talk about was what's up with Daemon, bro. He's been haunted, bro. Haunted. And it's kind of crazy. I'm wondering what that's all about. I'm wondering where that's going, and what's causing that. I mean, they say Harrenhal is haunted anyway, and that could be a part of it, or it could just be his own afflictions. Maybe he knows I think Daemon is a character who's like morally ambiguous and doesn't mind, doing the wrong thing at times, but also I feel like he does have a compass. Like, last season there were certain things that he did, but he always showed love for his brother, he always showed loyalty to his brother, always. I mean, he might have did certain things, but even whenever he got that crown, he brought it back and placed it on his brother's head. You know what I mean? So don't get me wrong. Yes, it does sound like he wants to be king himself, but it sounds like for the same reasons that everyone else around the queen is like, treating her a certain way, is because are they really going to respect Rhaenyra because she's a woman, and don't get me wrong, that doesn't mean she's not going to be a good queen. I just believe that they do make valid points in this world of Game of Thrones. You know what I mean?
Man, literally in this episode, his subconscious was telling him, if only you had been born first. Daemon has wanted nothing more in his life than to be king, bro. His marriage to Rhaenyra, his seduction of her, has literally been just a ploy to get to kingship. He wants that crown, he wants that throne for himself. He is not a good character whatsoever. He has no moral boundaries. Blood and cheese was entirely on him. Everything he does is snakish, bro. He's a fucking snake. At the end of the day, the only thing he wants is that throne. Period.
Bro, how you gonna say that Daemon is just this bad character, bro? Obviously, he's not a good person, but what I'm saying is I believe that he, like I said, morally ambiguous. Like, he does have
I don't think he's morally ambiguous, bro. I think the only reason he showed any sort of sympathy to his brother is because he knew that he was dying, bro. His reign was over soon, which is why he tried to get close to Rhaenyra as quickly as possible.
I don't know, man. I guess we'll see. We're gonna have to see about that. We're gonna have to see about
I
that.
don't think it matters. Can we talk a little bit about
King Aemond?
King Aemon, dude?
Oh my gosh.
It's not called. Yeah, I knew he was going for that shit. from the last episode. As soon as he said Dracarys and put down Aegon and Rhaena, I knew that shit was coming, dude. That's what he wants. He wants the throne. He wants that crown for himself. He sees himself as the master strategist. He knows what's best for the kingdom. He wants that shit for himself, and he got it.
Absolutely. Obviously he knows what he's talking about as far as like military strategy and all that, because the guys around the table were actually listening to him. You know, he was showing respect right then and
He's
there.
not a dumbass like Aegon. I don't know if we picked it up last episode, but do you remember the subtitles for them speaking Ancient Valerian?
Absolutely.
Yeah. Aegon couldn't even speak Valerian properly,
Right.
while Aemond could. So it's obvious that Aemond is a much smarter cookie than Aegon ever could be.
I mean, he's obviously had to be. Seems like, you know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
he feels like he has to be in this position. I mean, I don't know. I'm glad. I like what they're doing with the character Aemond. What I don't like is I feel like they probably should have just killed Aegon off. And I still kind of hope they do, because
They will not. They will not.
I mean, at this point, Aegon knows his brother tried to kill him.
That doesn't matter, bro. If anything, that's going to lead to further conflict in the future. But the thing about it is, Aegon is going to be a much, much more ruthless character by the time he gains, you know.
You don't feel like Aemond and Aegon have that same dynamic as Viserys and Daemon?
No, because Viserys was never a dumbass like Aegon is.
So they're just going to be two
and
evil.
Aemond, or what's the name? Daemon was never smart as Aemond is. It's a different dynamic, but
I don't know, bro. I think you're downplaying Daemon.
No,
because
Daemon acts out of instinct, bro. He acts out of anger. He acts out of selfishness. He acts out of jealousy. Aemond is not that character,
But
bro.
he's always smart about what he does, bro. He's always been everything.
How has Daemon been smart? He's been missing from this entire war so far.
He's trying to build his own army
to take out Rhaenyra, bro.
He's not trying to take out Rhaenyra. All he wants to do is be king
He's
himself.
building his own separate army, not in conjunction with Rhaenyra, but just for himself to be the king, and Rhaenyra can join him if she wants to, just as he said in this episode, bro. He's not building this for Rhaenyra, he's building this for himself. He's not trying to put Rhaenyra on the throne, he's trying to put himself on the throne, bro. It's so
He
completely
knows
obvious.
that
he literally explained that in this episode.
He literally agreed that he was king consort, but that the consort part was unnecessary. That's
the consort part is unnecessary.
I'm not saying that he doesn't want to be king. I'm not saying that, but for you to say that Daemon is not a smart, like strategical character is like, I feel like completely off. Completely
not
off.
as smart or strategic as Aemon, bro. Not even close.
He just doesn't have. First of all, Aemon just has the people to back him right now. If
Daemon doesn't. Daemon acts on emotion, bro. Aemon does not. Aemon acts off of strategy, bro.
You feel like Daemon solely acts off emotion?
And how are you? Go ahead. How are you comparing Aegon and Viserys, bro? How are they similar in any way whatsoever?
All I was saying was, listen. So before his son got killed, he was in there trying to help the people. He was trying to do things for the people. He's a drunk and you know, he doesn't really care about being king that much, but I mean, he obviously cares about being king, but what I'm trying to say is he wasn't a bad guy. Obviously, yeah, he was going to do some heinous shit. What would you do if your child's head got decapitated? But he seemed a lot like his father. While Aemond, the more quiet, more, you know, ruthless, like, you know, more strategical character.
That's not been Daemon, bro. That's not been Daemon from any of the histories.
Cat,
that we know.
bro. He literally.
When Daemon didn't get the crown, bro. When Daemon knew that he wasn't getting crowned, he completely separated from Viserys and started his own army, completely separate from Viserys, bro. Took
over some shit, and then came back.
After Viserys begged him to come back, bro.
Cat, bro. He came and put that crown on Viserys' head himself.
Yeah, once Viserys was fucking dying, bro. Like, Come on, dude.
It doesn't matter, bro. That would have
It
been the
does matter.
perfect
They're
time.
not-
That would have been
I
the
don't know why-
perfect time. That would have been the
they're not-
perfect time to make
they're
himself
not-
king. That would have
they're
been
not the
perfect time to make himself king.
They're not the same characters, bro. And that would not have been the perfect time to make himself king because no one would have accepted him as king, dude.
Viserys was fucking dying, bro. He could
Yeah,
have
but
came
he's-
and sat
but he's
on the.
not-
He could have came and sat on the throne.
He was not the next in the line of succession, bro. Just as Aemon would not have been the line of succession if the heir was not slain by
But
Daemon.
but the little boy would have never been able to serve on the council anyway. So they
Doesn't matter.
they
He
would
would've
have
been
placed
king regardless.
they would have placed Aemon in that spot.
No, they wouldn't have. He would have been king regardless, bro. It doesn't matter how young you are, how old you are. If you're the next in the line of succession, you would have been king.
Bro, they would have put
No, they wouldn't.
him.
No,
they would have put Aemon in the spot until it
No,
was
they
time
wouldn't have. No, they
until
wouldn't
he was of age to rule, bro.
No, they wouldn't have. And it doesn't matter either way because Aegon will come back. I guarantee it. All he's doing right now is recovering. If they did not have a place for Aegon in the future, they would have killed him right there, not kept him alive. He's gonna come back. There's no reason to keep him alive otherwise.
What does that have to do with it? What I'm saying completely is, if you put the dynamic between Aegon and Aemon, it's damn near, and of course they're different because they're different people, but it's almost the same dynamic as Viserys and Daemon.
It's not really. No, not really. I don't agree with that.
It's definitely it's a very similar dynamic. You can see that they're almost.
Disagree.
Bro, they show the imagery of Daemon walking around thinking that he's gonna find one-eyed Aemon, and you know who he finds? Himself with the eye patch on. You want to know why? Because he sees that as himself almost. Like he can almost see himself in Aemon.
Yeah, but they're not the same character, not even close, bro.
The person who should be king. The person who should be king.
But obviously, Daemon should have never been king, bro, because Viserys was the perfect king. Daemon would not have done a better
And
job.
Aemon should never be king.
Why? Aemon would do a much better job than Aegon.
And Aegon was never supposed to be king either. Rhaenyra is supposed to be queen. So whenever you put those people were never even supposed to be.
Oh my god, dude.
They were never even supposed to
them.
be. They were never
They're
even
not the
supposed to
same
be.
character, bro. They're not the same character. They're not even close.
Listen,
it's not the same dynamic.
It is the exact same dynamic, bro. They would not even give you the same the imagery of Daemon with the eye patch if it wasn't trying to show that they were similar.
Wrong. That's just being fucking weird, having some weird ass visions, bro. That has nothing
Bro,
to do
you
with,
gotta look at the
with
bigger.
Aemon.
I'm sorry if you can't see the bigger complex.
I see the bigger complex picture, bro. How is it that Aemon is only 16 and he's already taken the crown? Daemon wanted the crown his entire life.
Daemon
and never got it.
Because Daemon actually loved his brother.
Daemon is an evil character, bro. He never loved his brother, dude. The only time he showed up for his brother was when his brother was dying. The only time he showed up for his brother was when he was trying to fuck his brother's daughter, which is his niece, so that he could sneak his way to get the crown, bro.
You're trying to
Daemon
make
is
him
not a
seem
good
like
character.
you're trying to just
Oh
make him seem
my
like
God,
this one-dimensional character, and that's cap,
you're
bro.
goofy. You're
That's
goofy for
cap.
that.
You're
That doesn't make
goofy.
sense.
You're trying to make him
goofy,
this
bro.
one-dimensional character, and he's not.
He's not a one-dimensional character, bro. But it's obvious what he's trying to do, bro. The only time he showed up in Viserys was when he was trying to fuck his daughter, which is his niece, bro.
Listen, bro, I get what you're trying to say, that Daemon has plans, and I'm not saying Daemon don't have
Blood and
plans.
cheese is
but
on Daemon's hands. Admit it right now.
no, I won't admit
Wrong.
it. I won't admit it.
You're oh my god.
Listen. All I'm saying is
ridiculous.
Listen, all I'm saying is Daemon never said that. You never seen him say that.
The implication was already so obviously there, bro.
So what you're doing is assuming. You know what they say about assuming? It makes an ass out of you and me. You feel me? Because it was never. It was never.
It's so obvious what happened right there.
It was never fully stated, bro.
Well, if you can't get Aemon, which you never could, go ahead and kill the next heir. That's obvious, bro.
He never said that.
He said that. We just did not see it, dude.
I mean, if we didn't see it, then how do we know he said that? It feels like you're assuming.
No. I don't know why you love Daemon so much, but and think
Listen,
he's just
listen,
this
listen.
good character.
I'm not saying, listen, like I said, I believe that Daemon is morally ambiguous. I feel like he feels like he is doing the right thing.
Daemon has done nothing so far to justify him being king whatsoever, bro.
Bro,
What has he done? How does he deserve to be king?
because he's a smart, good
Yeah,
in
is he smarter
battle,
than
dragon
Aemon?
rider.
Is he smarter than Aemon, bro?
Yeah.
No, he's not.
How do you know that?
Because he's done. Because Aemon takes crown at 16. Daemon's wanted the crown his entire life, bro, and he still can't get it. He had to fuck his.
But he wouldn't do it. He wouldn't kill it. He wouldn't stoop to the levels.
He could not.
That's the thing that
he could not stoop to his level, bro, because Viserys was such a much better king than Daemon could ever be that he would never have lived up to it, bro. His brother is completely so much better than him. He would never have been able to fill those shoes. That's completely different from Aemon and Aegon, bro. Aegon's a complete fucking dumbass. He can't even speak High Valyrian, bro. That's not Viserys, bro.
Wait, hold on. We're talking about Daemon. See. This is
We're
where
talking
this
about
is where
Daemon and Viserys.
All right.
And we're talking about Aemon and Aegon, bro.
Okay.
The comparisons between both of them.
All right.
Hold on.
Okay.
Aegon's a fucking dumbass. Viserys was not. Viserys was one of the best kings ever, dude. Daemon is just a spoiled fucking brat. He's almost like Aegon, dude.
Bro, Daemon is a warrior, bro. He is a dragon rider. You are making him out to be some lame ass character.
That doesn't make him.
Bro, he is strategically smart. He knows
that
where.
Doesn't make him he's morally bankrupt, bro.
He literally.
His moral bank account is empty.
Bro.
Empty.
He literally went to Harrenhal and took that shit because he knew it was the biggest
And now what's
castle.
happening? And now what's happening? He's been there the entire fucking season, dude, and all he's doing is hallucinating and not accomplishing shit while Rhaenyra and her son are fucking trying to strategize this entire thing. All he's done is take Harrenhal and nothing else.
He's trying to build an army. He's trying to build an army.
How's he doing so far, dude? How's he doing so far? What happened in that last fucking episode we just watched, bro?
More genocide.
How's he doing?
More genocide.
How's he doing? Not good, bro. Not good. Wow, so strategic. Guess what fucking Aemon is doing, bro? Actual things. Jesus.
He's not though. He killed his own look at you. He killed his own brother. He tried to.
He didn't kill his own brother, dude.
Bro, he shot his brother with fire, bro. Are you fucking playing?
He incapacitated him. He didn't
Shut the fuck up, bro. He definitely tried to kill his brother. That's
his brother is still alive.
He tried attempted murder on his own brother.
So what? Aemon is a better king.
Look, bro, it does not matter. At the end of the day, you have to understand that that's what they do, bro. They literally draw comparisons. They're not going to be the same characters. They're different people. You don't want to see the same character twice. But what I'm saying is when you see foils to the characters that came before them, like I said, when it comes to Viserys and Daemon, you see the same thing with Aegon and Aemon. That's it.
No, I don't.
I bet more people would agree with me than they would with you.
Well, we'll have to see, won't we?
Absolutely. Any final thoughts on this, Eli?
I think next episode, we get more of Aemon being a badass. We get more of Daemon being useless and hallucinating bullshit at Harrenhal. And just not accomplishing anything. I don't think Aegon will wake up yet. I think that's probably like a season finale thing at this point, just based on how incapacitated he is, unless they do like some kind of time skip thing. Yeah, this really was an action-packed episode. This was more of a, build up to a more action-packed episode. So I think, and hopefully we get more of that later on. Perhaps the next episode. Kind of doubt it. Probably the episode after next episode.
I believe this episode definitely furthered the plot more. I enjoyed it a lot. Like I said, the cinematography, the visuals, the storytelling in general with House of the Dragon is always great. I I believe that they'll continue to show, you know, Daemon progressing in his story arc. I also believe that they're going to see Aemon progressing his story arc. I won't be surprised if they smother Aegon with a pillow just to add some dastardly to Alicent or Aemon, just so he could keep his throne and make sure that he gets it. Hold on. Okay, go ahead. What you got? What you got?
Aegon's definitely coming back. I just want you to know that. I want you to realize that Aegon will come back. I know you don't think so, but there's no reason to keep his character alive if you're not going to bring him back. That's
Unless
just a
you
stupid
unless you just want to prove how dastardly Aemon is compared
How
to
did we not
Daemon.
prove that last episode, dude? When he literally burned him and Rhaena.
Because anytime Daemon could have smothered his brother or did something dastardly to kill his brother whenever he was sick. So, like I said, you can see the comparison between Aemon and Aegon and Viserys and Daemon.
Okay, well, you literally just said how they're not similar, bro.
What do you mean?
Okay, so Aemon took out Aegon, right?
Yeah.
Yet Daemon didn't take out Viserys.
Because he wouldn't do that.
Why?
Because Daemon is a morally ambiguous character.
No, Daemon is not a morally ambiguous character, bro. No one would have accepted him as king because Daemon is a childish, angry sociopath. No one would have accepted him as king, dude.
I feel like you've got a lot of Daemon hate, bro.
Yeah, well, Daemon's just not a good character, dude, morally.
And Aemon is?
Not. He's a better character morally than Daemon is, 100%.
Shut up.
Aegon's a complete fucking dumbass,
Shut
dude.
up.
So yeah, I could see why Aemon would feel the need to take the position as king to protect their power.
I don't think any of these characters are black
But
and white,
Viserys
bro.
was such a good king, then why there was no point for Daemon to try to take control.
I don't think any of these characters are black and white, bro. Any of them.
I don't think so either. But I feel like it's pretty obvious, you know, who's good, who's bad, who's worth being king, and who's not. Like they said several times throughout this episode, years and years and years of peace under Viserys. What would be the point of Daemon taking that throne? Until now, when his brother is dead.
Well, Eli, I'm going to leave it up to the comment section. What did you guys think about this episode? Because obviously me and Eli have some differences. And I feel like the comment section is the best place to sort it out. So why don't you guys let us know what you guys are thinking of House of the Dragon so far, what you guys think of Aemon, what you guys think of Daemon, what you guys think of Aegon, what you guys think of Viserys. We want to know it all down in the comment section. And if you guys don't mind and you like this today, go ahead and hit that like button and hit that subscribe button because it always helps the channel grow. And as always, peace.
Peace.